Let me get over there.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming. Oh. Okay, last time we talked about my contention, along with the contention of many others, that in fact, in large measure, what we think of as derech Hachasidus represents continuation of traditional modes rather than necessarily a radical break with those modes. And I mentioned a number of Mikoros that could be pointed to as going in a direction that you'd call Chassidic. So I forgot, unfortunately I forgot to mention one of the most famous Mikoros, so I'll mention it now. It seems to fit in. And I don't remember where the Gemara is as usual. If anyone wants to help me, that would be great. Otherwise, we'll just need to go home shamefaced with our tails between our legs as Amarat. But the Gemara is there. And it is said that the Baal Shem Tov used to like to quote this Gemara a lot. So it says, Rav Breike Chayzah v'koi b'shuka debei lefet, that Rav Breike Chayzah, the Heilige Amoyer of Breike Chayzah, he was standing in the shuk, in the marketplace of a place called Bei Lefet, have a shkiach Eliyahu gabei. He was on good terms with Eliyahu Hanavi, and Eliyahu Hanavi used to hang out with him. So Eliyahu Hanavi was with him there in that marketplace, and he asked Eliyahu Hanavi appeared to him, and he looked around the crowd in that marketplace, and he asked Eliyahu Hanavi, Mi'ike b'hai shuka bar'alma da'osi. Is there in this shuk, in this marketplace, is there anyone who's a ben olam haba? So Eliyahu Hanavi told him, that person over there, that man is ben olam haba. So he got all excited. Eliyahu Hanavi was made that man is a ben olam haba. So he ran over to him and he said, "My Uvdech, what do you do? How did you get to be ben olam haba? How did you get to be in such a chashuv position that Eliyahu Hanavi is made on your chelik l'olam haba?" So he said that he does a great thing, that he works by the Goyim, the Romans, or sometimes they capture young Jewish maidens, and he's a guard over there, and he's able to guard their virtue, and it's a great thing. And he makes sure that the Goyim don't mess with them. It's famous Gemara, you know. So it's easily understandable why he should be a ben olam haba and so on, because he's saving Yiddish Techter and so on. So then he asked Eliyahu Hanavi, is there anyone else in this shuk who's a ben olam haba, bar alma da'osi? So Eliyahu Hanavi said, those two guys over there, they're bnei alma da'osi. So he went over to them and he said, "My uvtaichu, what do you do? You two guys, Eliyahu Hanavi's made on you that you're bnei olam haba. So what did you need to do to get yourselves into this exalted category?" So they told him, "Inchi bedichi anan ki dechazinon inishta tzivo date lubatchino." So he stated him. Rashi says, "Inchi bedichi means smeichim u'mesamchim bnei odom." That we're batchonim, when we go around and make jokes, and when we see people who seem to be sad, so we make them happy. And those people, Eliyahu Hanavi was made on them that they're bnei olam haba. They say the Baal Shem Tov used to like to say over that. Now I wanted to say again, we touched upon a couple of things. We're trying to point out that it's not so easy to define the difference between Chassidim and Misnagdim and who gets more mystical and so on. So in line with that, I just wanted to say the following thing, that there's a famous word from Baal Shem Tov that in Kabbalah there's something called Gilgul, doctrine of Gilgul. Gilgul is what's known in English as metempsychosis, or the transmigration of souls. That it is believed that when an individual dies, the soul is likely to return to this earth in another body, likely to return to this earth in the guise of another individual. This is a way of making tikkun, that an individual in the course of his life will probably mess up and commit all kinds of sins and break all kinds of things. And so it is believed that he will probably come back the Gilgul, that his soul will be reincarnated and in someone else. And this is kind of like a punishment, and or it's a way of achieving some kind of fixing, a way of coming back to repair what one has broken in a previous lifetime, and one might need to come back again and again until you get it right, so to speak, until you fix everything that you broke earlier and so on. So it says in the Sfarim that Gilgul essentially is very painful for the soul, that it's very painful for the neshama, that the neshama really does not want to return to this world. The neshama wants to remain up there, back where it came from, with its father in heaven. And supposedly Gilgul, coming back to this world, is more painful for the neshama even than Gehenna. And they don't want to come back. The neshamas don't want to come back. But the Baal Shem Tov said that even though Gilgul is essentially very painful for the neshama, but there are some tzaddikim that all they want is to be Oved Hashem. The tzaddikim, all they want is to serve. They want to do mitzvahs. They want to serve God. So they don't think about the pain that their neshama is going to have, because they just want to be on this world all the time and serve God. Once you're up there, you're just getting the reward and you're not serving God anymore. So the Baal Shem Tov said that under the tzaddikim, the other tzaddikim, even though the Gilgul is tremendous, it's hard for the neshama, they want to come back anyway. They want to come back to Gilgul so they could keep doing mitzvahs. They don't want to just stay up there and get schar, because they want to serve. They want to serve, so they're willing to. They take it upon themselves. They take it upon themselves for their souls to undergo this suffering in order that they be able to return and serve God. That's what the Baal Shem Tov says. Now there's another yid that says like this, that it says in Pirkei Avos, it says Tiyu al tiyu kavod ma'misham shenasrav al manas l'kabel pras ela tiyu kavod ma'misham shenasrav shelo manas l'kabel pras. That you shouldn't be like servants who serve the master, who serve the Rebbeinu Shalom in order to get reward. But you should be like servants. You should have the comportment of servants who serve the master, not in order to get reward. Even though, of course, it's believed that there is a reward, but the idea is that the ideal service is not service that is undertaken with the idea of reward in mind. The service ought to be undertaken for the sake of pleasing God. That's what it says. That's how you should take the Pirkei Avos. So Reb Chaim Volozhin says on that, in Ruach Chaim, that that's what it says. Al tiyu kavod misham tzorv manas l'kabel pros, al tiyu kavod misham shel shelo manas l'kabel pros. Reb Chaim Volozhin says that, but there are other tzaddikim who understand that the truth is that Chazal say that Ratza Kadosh Baruch Hu lehetiv lenefroim. That Kadosh Baruch Hu, he wants to do good for his creations. He wants to give us schar. He wants to do good for his creations, and he wants us to enjoy the schar. That's what he wants. He wants to do good. But he can't just give us the schar and make us happy and let us bask in the divine radiance and soak up all that great light, because there's such a thing as Nahama Dikisufa, the bread of shame. That the idea is that if someone gets a lot of goodies from someone else, but he doesn't earn them, he doesn't work hard to get those goodies, then his boys listakule ba'ape. He's embarrassed to look him in the eye. He's embarrassed to look at his face, because you're embarrassed just to take charity. So therefore, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us all these mitzvahs, so we can earn the schar, and we can earn the reward. But the ultimate desire, the ultimate goal of HaKadosh Baruch Hu in the whole thing is that we should get the reward, and He should be mated with us. He should give us the joy and the pleasure of taking in His divine radiance, the Hanis Misiv HaShechina, and so on. So Chaim Volozhin says there are some tzaddikim that they have in mind, when they serve, they have in mind that they're serving in order to get schar. They have in mind that they're serving in order to get schar, because what they want is lasis nachas ruach liyotzei. What they want